This is not just any appointment. It is not a technical transfer of dioceses. With the promotion of Monsignor Mario Antonio da Silva to Archbishop of Aparecida, Leo XIV makes a weighty and very weighty choice. Aparecida is not a peripheral site. It houses the national shrine of Brazil, the spiritual heart of an entire continent. Placing a man there means sending a signal. Monsignor da Silva, 59 years old, ordained a priest in 1991 for the Diocese of Jacarezinho, did not arrive by chance. In 2010, Benedict XVI appointed him Auxiliary Bishop of Manaus. In 2016, Francis promoted him to Bishop of Roraima. In 2022, he was further promoted to Archbishop of Cuiabá. Today, under Leo XIV, another leap forward. A clear trajectory built within the ecclesial context of the last 15 years. It's no small detail that he's president of Caritas Brazil, nor is it a minor detail that he participated in the Amazon Synod in October 2019. And it's not irrelevant that he was part of the committee responsible for drafting the final document of that synod, not simply as an observer, but as a man involved in drafting the conclusions. During that meeting, Archbishop da Silva spoke openly of listening to the voice of the Amazon and opening new paths for the Church. He championed the idea of ecological conversion, a concept that had become central to that era. In a speech, he described the Synod as an opportunity to connect with life, forests, water, animals, minerals, but above all, communities that are filled with wisdom. These words reveal a broad vision, deeply rooted in the land and indigenous culture. The most delicate point, however, arises when discussing ordained ministry. Archbishop da Silva stated that during the Synod, new proposals emerged due to the need to move forward and respond to the Synod's theme, new paths. Among these proposals, he explicitly mentioned the possibility that mature, responsible married men recognized within their communities could be ordained. Not an abstract hypothesis, but a concrete possibility evoked publicly. Not only that, he added that among the proposals discussed were female priesthood and the idea of an Amazonian rite. Here, the issue becomes even more sensitive. In an interview with Vatican News during the Synod, he spoke of a rite that not only has a liturgical heritage, but is liturgical, disciplinary, theological, and spiritual. Like many other rites of the Catholic Church, it is a rite of the Catholic Church. It's a proposal underway and under consideration. So not folklore, but a project with profound implications. It's easy to understand why his appointment to Aparecida is seen by many as a sign of continuity with that synodal line. Aparecida is not just a sanctuary, it is a symbolic laboratory. It's the place where popular devotion meets pastoral decisions. Bringing a bishop who has openly supported certain perspectives there means placing those perspectives at a crucial point. Another controversial issue concerns the funding of the Pan-Amazonian Ecclesial Network, the so-called REPAM. During a press conference of the Synod of 2019, a journalist pointed out that this network received funds from the Ford Foundation, an organization known for supporting policies that also favor anti-life practices. Monsignor da Silva's response was clear. Those funds, he said, are used to promote the lives of children, women, and families. A clear defense, but one that hasn't allayed the concerns of those who see certain financial alliances as a lack of coherence. Then there's the issue of migrants. Also, during the Synod, Archbishop de Silva explained that Francis invites us as a church to be capable of welcoming, protecting, promoting, and integrating migrants. In an interview with TV Aparecida, he stated, "Because Jesus was also a migrant." And again, speaking to Vatican News in May 2018, "Open your hearts to welcome with tenderness, your arms to embrace with affection, and your eyes to see the dignity of the sons and daughters of God." In May 2019, Religion Digital quoted him as follows, "Welcoming migrants becomes an action with political and social significance, revealing truly living pages of the gospel. Words that demonstrate a pastoral vision closely intertwined with social and political dynamics. Not just private charity, but a public dimension of hospitality. Here too, there is clear continuity with the approach of the previous pontificate. After Francis's death in 2025, Monsignor de Silva published a eulogy. He spoke of his closeness to the people, dialogue and mercy, care for the poor, and synodal orientation. Not a formal message, but a convinced recognition of that ecclesial line. Finally, a symbolic element that does not go unnoticed, the use of the cross associated with the supposed symbol of the Good Shepherd, with crossed arms, popularized by Francis. This symbol is traced back to Cardinal Louis Bernardin of Chicago, a controversial figure often remembered for his open positions on moral issues and the non-heterosexual circles with which he associated. Even symbols in the Church speak. Thus emerges the profile of a pastor fully engaged in the Amazonian synodal process, a supporter of new disciplinary perspectives, attentive to ecological and migratory issues, a defender of ecclesial networks financed by controversial foundations, and publicly committed to Francis's legacy. The question many are asking is simple. What does Leo XV intend to do? With this appointment, is he simply acknowledging a resume, or does it confirm a specific direction? Aparecida is not a neutral place. It is a spiritual center, capable of orienting sensibilities and pastoral approaches throughout Brazil. These aren't personal judgments. The facts are public, the statements are recorded. However, the overall picture remains. An idea of a church that looks to new paths, that intertwines evangelization and integral ecology, that interprets hospitality also as a political and social gesture, and that does not exclude significant disciplinary changes. In this scenario, the promotion doesn't appear random. There's a sense of coherence. And when the liturgy, the priesthood, and the ecclesial identity are at stake, every choice is fraught with consequences. With this decision, Leo XIV begins a period of careful observation. Aparecida becomes a lens through which to view the immediate future of the Church in Brazil, and perhaps beyond. Because certain appointments are never merely administrative, they are messages. And messages throughout the history of the Church have always had a very specific weight. What do you think? If you liked the video, comment Amen. God bless you.